Good afternoon. I'm Lieutenant Elmer Horn with Douglas County Sheriff's Office, and we're here at one of our communities, and Sheriff Pounds is here with us. And Sheriff Pounds is very involved in his communities, and he come out. We brought out our grill and our smoker so we can come out and help cook for this community. And Sheriff Pounds himself has come out and helped cook with us, and he's here to cook and help these folks today.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the programs that I call taking my community back. If you don't get out there and get involved in your community, you ain't gonna be able to get it back. And the sad part about it, we losing our young men at such a pace that it's unreal. We got to come up with something that will help us with these children. Got to. So this is what I'm doing. I love it. I'm out here in the sun. It's hot, but like I said earlier, we're gonna do these until we get that gap between law enforcement and the community bridge. We're gonna bridge that gap because we're gonna get out of here, we're gonna shake hands, we're gonna find out if they got any kind of problem we can assist them with, and invite them to the sheriff's office and come to the roll call. Just come see what's going on at the office. Thank y'all so much for being here.
Thank you, Sheriff Pounds. And like I said, this is just one of many events that we bring this grill out to help with our communities and get involved. I'm here today at one of our community outreach days with our sound truck. And our sound truck is used for just what you see. We come out to community days, we play loud music, and be able to just have a good time with it and enjoy our community. At a sheriff's office, you get to see us in a little different light. We're not always out there writing tickets or locking people up. We come out to your community day and be a part of your day and help you celebrate your community. And this is just one of the ways that we can do that, was with our sound truck. We're here today in one of our communities. We brought our ice cream truck out. A lot of people like to laugh when I say the sheriff's office owns an ice cream truck, but this is exactly what it's for, is we bring it out to our communities. We give away ice cream. We don't charge for the ice cream. The ice cream is free. And we have partners in our businesses in our community that help pay for the ice cream so that we can give it away for free. And we give it away. We go to schools. This is just one of many events that we bring our ice cream truck to. We go to the school systems. We come out to community days, block parties. We just come out and see you and help you enjoy and celebrate your community. Thank you.
You are tuned in to Talk Show Kings on TV 1061.
Man, what they gonna do with this black on black crime, man? I'm sick of this. Thank you for watching another edition of Talk Show Kings on TV 1061. We'll be seeing you soon.
You are tuned in to Talk Show.
It's awesome.
Welcome back to another episode of Talk Show Kings. Good evening, everyone. Today we have two topics that's really interesting for us. First topic today, we're going to be talking about home inspections. Are they scams? Are there any scammers out there are there any people out there that's been scammed by home inspectors? The second half of the show, we're going to be talking about Tyreek Hill fiasco. What are your thoughts on that? But first, let me make sure that I thank our producer, Felix Washington, for giving us this platform, and also thank the people of Douglasville and everyone that's watching on YouTube and TV 1061 on Roku for allowing us to come in your homes this week. And right now we're going to do with introductions. I'm King Eric, and to my left,
I'm King Darwin, and to my left,
Hey, King Ralph, and to my left,
I'm King Kyle.
and together we are
the
Talk Show Kings.
All right. As you see, we have a new king sitting at the end, King Kyle. Let me introduce him to you. He is a certified home inspector. Me and him, I've known him for around 3 to 4 years now. We work together at the airport, but he has his own home inspection business, and he's here to answer a couple of questions and tell us about some of the things that we need to be on the lookout for when we're dealing with home inspectors that say they certified, but So other than that, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. Thank y'all for having me, man.
All
It's
right.
a blessing
Thanks for
to talk
being
about
here.
this.
I need to ask you something. Is that a fraud business or what?
No, it's not no fraud business, man. It's well needed, especially
Really?
for first-time home buyers, man. It's highly recommended because a lot of people, they are not mechanically inclined, so a lot of things they don't know the operations of their home. So my job is to come teach them, not just to find problems, but to show them around their own homes that the things that they weren't worried about. So I try to be the second pair of eyes for them.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Because I always hear a lot of scam. People say, like, people trying to buy a house, hey, can you hook it up? Can you beef it up and make my property look like this?
Yeah.
Is that's going? Is that
No.
not to be heard of?
A lot of things what they say scamming wise is probably like when people they buy homes, they get the home inspector. A lot of times they think home inspectors be in cahoots with contractors, so they
Okay.
try to find problems and try to get their friends to do the job, or they try to come in and do a job that didn't exist because people don't know better. So they're gonna take what we say is golden and say, hey, this problem need to be fixed, but it really doesn't, just so they could get somebody that they know to do the job, or we could come in and probably if we could do it, which we're not supposed to do because that's a conflict of interest to do a repair that's non-existent.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Last question. How to do what you're doing? How you get to be certified? What you have to go through?
So in Georgia, you had to go through online training, or you could take a class, get your hours, and like I said, get your certification through the InterNACHI. You get your ASHI certification too as well. Like I said, that's all you need in Georgia, like just to get started.
Oh, cool. That's good.
Yeah,
man.
and also you need E&O insurance, errors and omission, just in case any mistakes happen, you covered insurance-wise.
Oh, that's pretty
Okay.
good.
That's good. That's good. And how long you say you've been doing this?
Since the pandemic, since 2020, since COVID, since when everything shut down, I locked in. I needed some extra income. This is something I always had interest in doing, so I had time to actually study, focus, and like you said, and lock in on something new because I know once the pandemic was over with, I wanted to come out swinging.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
that's great. That's great.
you had any other questions for him?
No, not right now, man. Yeah, so that's a good field, like I say, because I'm in real estate, so home inspectors are definitely important, and we always advise new home buyers to definitely get your home inspected before you buy it. That's definitely number one on the list. So.
Yeah, because it's a lot of things that could go unseen. So it's like, man, I definitely recommend it because like you don't want to come in blind. You don't know nothing about your home. Something happened. You don't know where to go. You don't know. You can always fall back on a report and say, okay, this was a problem. Like say, can we get this fixed? It also can help come off your costs. Like you say, you're the real estate agent. You can negotiate a price change on you buying a home. They may want $250, but these problems, hey, let's take this value down to $235.
Yes, absolutely.
And getting back to the scam part, there have been some people that were scammed by people posing as city inspectors. Like they'll have like a storm or something to come through the town, through the city, and then they'll come knock on doors. I know inspectors don't knock on doors, do they?
Nah, you gotta call me. You go on my Google, Bantam Home Inspections, and you can find me. I got my website, like so you can send me an email. You go on my Instagram, home inspections are important. Like so you can look me up on LinkedIn, like so all my credentials is there. Like I said, like call me, I take care of you.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Yeah. So what are some of the things that you look for when you're inspecting a home? Like say for instance, I'm a homeowner. Well, I'm getting ready to buy a house.
Okay.
And I call you up. What are the things that you're looking for? Because a lot of people don't know exactly what you're doing. They just know that you're an inspector. They don't know exactly what you're looking for when you come in the house.
Okay. So it's two different ways. So if it's the home is new construction, I look at it totally different than a home that's been built since 1940. So if a home is new construction, I'm looking for a lot of cosmetic issues, make sure things is fastened into place, make sure a lot of stuff is up to code. Even though we're not really technically code inspectors, I try to make sure things is actually meeting the criteria. Also, I'm looking for defects, making sure like all the appliances are working, making sure like all the like your HVAC is functional correctly. Make sure you got all your safety features in place, the filters in place. Make sure, like you said, your furnace. Make sure your blowers. Make sure your settlement traps installed correctly. I'm checking your electrical, your plumbing. I'm walking the roof as possible. If not, I can check everything from the attic for water leaks. Make sure your rafters are good. Make sure the house is safe electrically wise, grounded and bonded, so protect your appliances that's plugged in. It's a lot, man. Like you said, like it's definitely a nice little 3-hour process for a thorough inspection, depending on the square footage. For older homes, pretty much I'm coming in for the same thing, but I'm looking for like settlement issues. Like you said, I'm trying to see any upgrades that I would recommend that you get. Like, hey, this is kind of outdated. Like you said, it will still work, but you should lean towards this way to bring your value up of your home and protect your newer electronics as well.
Got you.
Yeah.
Because I was in a home, I was renting a house, and as an electrician, I knew that it was something going on with the electrical in the home, but the landlord at the time decided not to have anything done about it. And then lo and behold, one night I was asleep, and I was sleeping in the living room, and a fire came out of the outlet that my TV was in. So TV was plugged up in. So I already knew it was something going on, but I'm not able. She didn't want me to touch anything. So but those things are good points. Those are good to know, especially for those that's looking for homes and don't know a home inspector. And because I know sometimes some realtors they'll tell a home buyer, oh, don't worry about it, I got a home inspector for this, I got a home inspector for that. But they're probably just they probably just there for them to be able to sell that house, not to give them the real problem, what's going on with the house. So
a lot of times that be with the seller. That's why you got to know who you're dealing with. You got the seller and you got the buyer. I'm here for the buyer, not for the seller, because I've been in homes where the seller, they try to bribe me, say, hey, I got a couple dollars for you if you don't mention that, or you don't put that in the report or not. Or I had all types of situations where it's like they try to not let me do my job, but I'm not here for them. I'm here for the buyer. So it's like I gotta make sure I stand firm on that. Like, listen,
that's what I'm talking about. That's why I heard about the scam. But I noticed they got a lot of home inspectors. I've seen them going to the crappiest places. Filthy, nasty. I've seen them crawl through little small holes just to get to the attic. You do that, all that kind of stuff.
Ain't nothing soap and water can't clean.
I heard that.
You know what I'm saying? Put a mask on. I put my little suit on, whatnot. Like I said, and I'm charging extra getting to a crawl space too as well, because like I said, that's a different part of the home. There's take a little more patience. You gotta take a little bit more to get that done. So like, I gotta charge extra for that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, because people don't go down in there. So I've been in there. I seen water leaking. I see the pipe had burst on me going down in there. That's when insurance come into play at, because like I said, stuff haven't been used in a while. Like I said, me, I'm the different type of inspector. I actually like to take things apart, like physically test it or not. I tested a water valve, and the water valve burst on me. And it was like, oh, yeah.
Filth coming out of the pipes or what?
No, it was just a lot of water going everywhere. Okay. So I had to make sure I had to know where the shutoff valve is at. And that's the things I teach the homeowners, where the shutoff valve is at for your water, how to turn your electrical off, how to turn the AC off, HVAC off in case of emergency, how to turn your gas off in case of emergency. Like I said, and I just try to teach them the basic fundamentals of owning the home. So it was like, it's fun, man. It's very rewarding. It's not taxing on my body, like I said, because only thing I'm not really installing the work. I'm just knowing how the work is done to be completed.
You're really informative. I was going to ask you the worst thing, but since you said that, but I was thinking about this. You ever have any rodents that come across any snakes? And it kind of
I got stories for days. I remember I was in the attic and I seen it was Papa Squirrel in there. And me and him were just staring at each other. So I was like, he was where I needed to go, and he ain't with me come over there.
They probably had babies, huh?
I don't know what he had, and I let him be. I said, I'm gonna take care of something else, and I'll be right back. I'll let you stay there for a couple minutes. Well, not in the crawl space, laying next to a dead rat. It's like, oh damn, he dead. But that's why you gotta have your mask and gloves on. So it's like it's definitely where it's at, man. I enjoy it. I had some advice from people that's like me, like say entrepreneur and stuff too as well. The best thing to do is like health insurance too as well if you're gonna be out here independent. Like I said, that's one thing I want to make sure I get that cross. Maybe you fall through the roof, you can hurt yourself, whatever. Like you said, like small little things to make sure you protect yourself. Have that health insurance.
What about asbestos? Because that's a real strong thing. That's a lot of people trying to get rid of it now. It's been back in the 30s. They've been using it still in the homes.
Yeah, so that's a good point too. Because I've been in homes that had asbestos in it, but the thing is, you can't touch it
naturally.
Yeah, like I said, it's not a problem until you start picking at it.
I thought inhaling and.
Like I said, no. Like I said, like once you start picking at it and you start cleaning up yourself, that's when it comes airborne.
Yes.
And that's when you get in trouble, whoever, because then they got blocked the house off, the street off, or whatever, just to remove it. It's a certain process.
Man, that's deep, man. That's pretty good and informative.
Now, if there's anyone that has any questions for King Kyle and want to call in, the number's on the screen. Just give us a call. The lines are open. Another thing, you said about your charges, what you charge.
Yeah.
Again, say I call you and I say I want to know how much it's going to cost to inspect my home. I have a crawl space. I have an attic, and it's a walk-in attic. And are you going to get what type of rates is there going to be?
So I'm charging by the square foot from like 0 to 1,500 square foot. I'm charging $350 to $400. Like you said, it depends on, like you said, how many air conditioning units you have. If I got to get into a crawl space, like do you want extra work done? Like do you want a sewer scope inspection done? Because we offer that too as well, which is very important, I think, for older homes. Let's check your sewer line coming into your house, going to the city. Make sure your cast iron pipe is not cracked. You ain't got no leaves growing in it. Like I said, I done seen a little bit where it's like, hey, I prevented some problems by getting that sewer scoop because your line is cracked. Like even in new construction homes, don't take that for granted because the house is new construction. Like you said, it's things that if people make mistakes. People work and they say, hey, I'm gonna get back to that, and never get back to it. When some things be honest mistakes, everybody don't do shoddy work. So you know what I'm saying, like even underground piping, like I said, get back on the sewer scope, like I say, because they're using PVC pipe. It could be a situation where the pipe is not fully connected. I done seen that when they had to dig it up and connect the pipe back. So yeah, man, don't take nothing for granted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you give out a detailed list of things that you've done when you do your inspection?
Yeah, just go on my website, BanthamEnterprises.com. Like I said, I have reports on there. If you want, I can email you a personal report.
Okay.
Yeah, Kyle at BanthamEnterprises.com. Like I said, we'll get you right.
You have a business number?
Yeah.
You might want to tell the people about your business.
404-901-5925. Like I said, check me out. Give me a call. You can hit me on Instagram. Home inspections _ are important. And I'll get right with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we talked about, you were talking about the licensing. So I know that, well, from what you say, in order to be certified, you have to take classes and all of this. What about the Home Inspectors Association, American Home Inspectors Association and stuff like that? Are you...
Yeah, so you got the GAHI, Georgia Association of Home Inspectors. They have meetings once a month. I attend them. If I can, I get to it. Like I said, I try my best to stay active inside of the home inspection world, but also I'm part of the IAEI. It's the association, Independent Association of Electrical Inspectors. The Ben Franklin chapter is based out of Philadelphia. It's a meeting once a month for 8 months where we talk electrical issues, electrical inspections, new requirement, new things that's coming out in the industry, and we just talk all electric, man, and get to it. Yeah.
Okay.
Because electrical is my strong point. I offer electrical inspections too as well. Like I said, because I'm also city electrical inspector too as well. A lot of people don't know that.
That's great. That's great. I know you had said earlier, that you got started. You jumped it off in 2020. During the COVID, during the pandemic. So tell people, just in case they might want to get started, how long did the process take? Starting to finish.
Oh yeah, it said game is be sold, not told. You know what I'm saying? You gotta call me and I'll train you.
How long will it take? So you can let the viewers know how long they can expect before they start to finish to be able to get them certified.
So Georgia is a non-regulated state. To be honest, like I said, but it's good on your behalf to get those qualifications so people can trust you. Like you said, it depends on you. Like I said, you gotta get your plumbing, your electrical, your HVAC, your exterior, fireplaces, attic spaces. There's so many different certifications that's out there that you need to get, and dependent on you too as well, how much effort you put into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long did it actually take you?
It took me about, I say close to a year to get all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, like you said, because off and on working, still doing side work and everything. So at nighttime, I had to grind to get it in. Like I said, I had to sacrifice some sleep.
That's right.
Okay.
All right.
And it's funny that you mentioned fireplaces, because I was going to ask, that was going to be my next question. With so many fires happening due to fireplaces not being cleaned out, I mean, what do you look at when are you looking at to see how clean it is on the inside?
Yeah, so like you said, and if it's a wood burning fireplace, I make sure the damper has like a little damper clamp on it. Like I said, so if you burn the wood, like I say, it's open partially to let the axis smoke to go up the chimney. I'm checking your chimney liner, make sure I don't have no cracks, make sure like you don't see no birds nesting there, no beehives or whatnot. Like I say, you checking the chimney cap up on the attic. Like I said, then you get up in the attic too as well. Like I say, you can check the flue pipe going up in there, make sure there's no holes in it, make sure it's not rotted out. Like I say, look for those small details on the exterior too. If it's a brick foundation, make sure your brick is all in place around the chimney too as whatnot. And more often than not, a lot of people don't use the old-fashioned fireplaces anyway. Everybody got the new electronic ones where it's just electronically, like you say, just hit the button. Yeah. It's the little fancy fireplace with the fake fire illuminating and just heat blowing up. Yeah. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Okay, the audience has a question.
Someone in the audience.
Do you? One of the questions is, do you handle commercial properties?
No, not currently. I don't. That's something that I would venture into. Like I said, I'm not afraid to try it out, to get my feet wet in that. Like I said, because I know what I'm looking for, as far as the commercially too as well. There's not too many changes. I just haven't had the opportunity to actually go and do one. Like I said, I had done multi-family dwellings, whereas like 10, 15 unit complexes were not, but nothing of the commercial units yet. No, I haven't.
What about environmental inspections? Do you have anything dealing with those?
No, but if you ask me, I would look into it, see what I need for it to get done. I would ask you questions like, hey, what are you looking for initially? Like, what things can I help you with too as well? I'm gonna try to get as much information out to you as I can to see if I could take on your business as that clientele. Then I'll give it to you at a discounted rate too, to let me actually take on this project for you if I'm capable of doing it. Like you said, that'll be opening the door for me, so now I can offer these services in the future too as well. But if I can't do it, I'm always gonna call one of my homies like, hey, yo, can you do this, that, and the third? Because that's how we trade business off. Because if I can't do it, my brother can, and vice versa. It's gonna come back to me.
Okay.
Are there actual inspectors in the city that handle environmental or commercial properties?
Yeah. Like I said, it depends what you're looking for. Yeah, like I said, you can always go the third party route too as well. But if you need like permitting, licenses for anything, then you gotta go the city route. Yeah, but if you just want something checked just for your own 2 hours for your satisfaction, then you can hire a third party.
And just saying, you've been in 4 years, you said, right?
Yeah.
Well, you're really informative about your work, huh? I like that.
Yeah.
Young man, you just steady spewing it out. I'm like, all right, I like that. I love that.
Yeah, you
It's
gotta
pretty
be
good. Keep it
active,
up.
man.
But as someone said in the audience, they asked you to do about commercial. That wouldn't be a hard switch to change over to do that? It shouldn't be hard, right?
No, because like I said, it's all basic fundamentals.
Oh, okay.
We're not, you know what I'm saying? So it's like checked electrically. Like I said, I understand electric, so I know I'm not dealing with 120, 240. I may be dealing with 122 a week. I may be dealing with 277, 480. Like I said, so I understand those systems. If it's coming off a transformer or not. Like I said, if it's coming from a step down or a step up transformer.
Okay.
I understand that. Like I said, as far as if it's dealing with the HVAC, I know I'm dealing with building an automated system now. Like you said, so okay, I know they may got more damper valves that need to be controlled. They may have more motors that's controlling certain units. And like I said, it all depends what you're looking for.
I like
Said,
that.
and I'm going to do my homework beforehand anyway, so I'm not coming in blind.
You got an expert on the set.
Yeah.
All right, my man. Good job. I like
facts.
that.
Yeah, you got to watch him. I think he a Philadelphia Eagles fan. So.
What?
Yeah, City Slick.
What?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go Saints, go.
Yeah.
But no, that's good information. That's real good information.
I like that also, man. Well, informative.
Again, make sure you give everybody your contact information again.
Yes, 404-901-5925. You can reach me at homeinspections_are-important on Instagram. You can email me at Kyle@BantamEnterprises with a S.com. You can go to BantamEnterprises.com for the website.
Yes,
And you can go on Google too as well. Bantam Home Inspections for my reviews. You can leave me a review too as well. How I'm doing on the show, man.
I was gonna say you can always call the show also to get his information.
You can always call the show.
Yeah.
The lines are open.
Yeah, and once again, we're also asking to keep this show going. Private donations, we use this to keep us going, but we need other information. We need, other words, promotion to help us, donations to keep this thing to propel us to go forward. So if you like this station, you like what we're saying, please call on the numbers. You see the number on your screen, and you see the Cash App. And also call in right now if you got a question for King Kyle, because he got some really informative information. Because it seems like you have from A to Z, like you got it down. You know your homework.
No, I ain't got it down, pal. I'm a student of the game.
What?
Yeah.
You're doing pretty good, man. I tell you, that's pretty interesting. I like that.
Thanks, man. Thank y'all.
You have anything, King D?
No. It's pretty solid, man. I like, you know how you take pride in your work.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of people. It sounds like you take pride in your work.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of businesses. It's a lot of entrepreneurs out here that I've witnessed that really don't take pride in their work.
Yeah.
Don't take, take that extra step to make sure they actually are catering to their customers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you seem like you do a thorough job, man. That's great to see, from our people, man, because like you say, man, it don't be always the same outcome when you're dealing with us. So that sounds great.
Yeah, but we need people that don't take the work serious, because that's help keeping us employed essentially
right.
too as
but
well.
It's frustrating for the homeowner.
It is frustrating.
You go into somebody that you might hear from word to mouth, or you might look up or online or something, and then you call them, they come out and they don't do the job correctly. Like you said, there's a lot of scammers. I just got scammed the other day, with a catfish online. I was looking to buy a trailer. I was online looking for it. I hit them up, text them, and boom, they was like, yeah, I got it. Here's the address and blah, blah. Went out there to go pick the trailer up, get to the house. I'm outside. I text them, I'm outside, and nobody comes out, and I'm like, all right, hey, are you here? I hit them again. Are you here? And no answer. So I'm like, wow, what's going on, man?
Yeah.
So then I, go up to the house. Got to be careful walking up to somebody's house you don't know.
Yeah.
So that's why I sat in the car for a while and texted them. But went to the door, knocked. Luckily the guy was sitting in his living room and he seen me actually walking up, and I was just like, hey, let me speak to you for a second. And he came out and said, are you the guy that's selling a trailer? He's like, nah, I'm not selling a trailer.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wow, Luckily, it wasn't 2 hours away.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But at the same time, man, you just got to be so leery, man, when you're dealing with new people, man.
Yeah.
You know, down here, man, it's a lot of scams going on.
That situation, did you try to do the FaceTime verification before you went out there?
No, I didn't do the FaceTime verification. You know, chatting online seemed like he was pretty credible. You know, like you said, he had it, listed online, trying to, sell the trailer. So I'm figuring that, hey, go snatch it up and keep it pushing. But nah. Yeah, the guy was like, I wish I did have a trailer to sell. Yeah, I'll sell it. But
Like hindsight, always 2020. On that note.
Yeah, we have to be aware of. It's a lot of scams out there.
Yeah, I
It's
got
a lot
scammed too.
of-
So on the receiving end, I got a bad check, and I knew I don't really take checks, but I took it that day because I know I wanted to go do something. And I cashed it. Like you said, this is why we gotta learn to do business too the right way as well.
that's right.
Because I cashed that check into my personal account, not the business account, because I know it would clear faster. And I knew I shouldn't have did it. I did it anyway, and it was a fraudulent check, and I got hit.
Wow.
Yeah, that was real nutty. So, but it's like that's why we gotta do these certain measures to protect ourselves and keep everything the same.
Yeah, that's true. That's facts, man. We definitely got to be careful out here, man. It's a lot of scamming going on.
I heard in Georgia they're gonna eliminate checks. I heard it recently on the news. They're gonna start getting rid of checks.
Yeah, for what? We got Zelle, Cash App, Apple
Yeah, I know.
Pay.
That's what they said.
Yeah,
They have
like-
all that. They're thinking about getting rid of the checks and that.
Yeah.
That was just recently, and I'm like, because it's only a 3% people use checks anymore.
Yeah, like
So it can kind of help you out doing that.
yeah, we do wire-to-wire transfer. It's 1,000 different ways we can give me my money. Ain't no way I should be leaving this job without getting paid.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and take a break. We appreciate you and yours coming in on the show and giving us your home inspection takes and expertise. And we'll be back for the second half. Stay tuned.
Hi, my name is Lauren and welcome to TV 1061. Join our network and broadcast your film live across the continent. Come to our studio and film and stream your TV show, sitcom, and showcase and broadcast it worldwide. Combine multimedia with your live stream. Independent filmmakers show your movie and afterwards interview your cast live. Sponsors, advertisers, I'm talking to you. This is your chance for global exposure. These are exciting times that we're in. Traditional TV is but a thing of the past. TV 1061 is on the Roku platform. Roku is an industry leader in internet TV. It has a viewership of 53 million and counting. It is the most popular and fastest growing internet TV platform. If you are interested in developing and showcasing your movie or show, or interested in coming in as a sponsor or advertiser, please send us your contact information with a brief description of your interest to 1061tv@gmail.com. Thank you.
Today's world exposes our youth to life experiences that are well beyond that which their years should allow. Violence, trauma, poverty, injustice. Our children's lives and their livelihoods are in constant danger. Wisdom Inc. is a community-based organization designed to save young lives by reducing violence and assisting youth in their personal development. Wisdom stands for wise individuals structuring and developing youthful minds. Through our collective wisdom, we can change lives for the better. Wisdom Inc., reducing violence, developing youth, saving lives. Today's world exposes our youth to life experiences that are well beyond that which their years should allow. Violence, trauma, poverty,
on
injustice.
TV 1061.
black on black crime, man. I'm sick of this. Thank you for watching another edition of Talk Show Kings on TV 1061. We'll be seeing you soon.
You are tuned in.
Welcome back to the second half of Talk Show Kings. Our next topic, we're going to talk about the Tyreek Hill arrest fiasco. We have a clip for our viewers. If you are watching, we have a clip for you to watch. So we're getting ready to roll that clip now.
Keep your window down. Hey, keep your window down. Keep your window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car. As a matter of fact, get out of the car.
Give me that.
Get out of the car.
Give me that. We'll break that freaking window.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car right now. We're not playing this game. Get out.
Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. What part of blood do you understand? Hey, Drew. Hey, Drew. I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting arrested. I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting out, bro. God damn, twin.
When we tell you to do something, you do it. You understand?
I'm getting out.
You understand? Not what you want, but what we tell you. You're a little fucking confused.
I'm getting out, bro.
Too late.
Chill,
Too late.
All right, bro. Take
Too
me to
late.
jail, bro. Do what you gotta do, bro.
We are. We will.
Good, bro.
It is good.
Hey, Drew. Hey,
Don't worry about it. I hung up the phone. You stop crying.
bro. Y'all,
Don't move.
good. Bro, you beating on my window like you crazy.
Set him up.
Why y'all beating on my window like y'all crazy for? Damn, y'all, bro, dude beating on my window like he crazy. I ain't do nothing, twin. Damn. How long? Pull to the side, no.
Hey, don't park there.
I'm gonna have a seat.
Don't park there.
Hey. I'm fancy.
No, you're doing it now. Go.
Hold on, twin, hold on, bro. I just had surgery on my knee. I just had surgery on my knee, bro. I just had surgery on my knee, bro.
I just saw you in your ears when we told you to put your window down.
Chill, bro. Hey, don't do, bro.
Back up.
Hey, call Drew. Hey, call Drew, bro. Hey, call Drew, bro. Hey, what? Hey, call Drew, bro. Just call Drew. Hey. I ain't going nowhere. Hey. Y'all really just hit me, though. For what, though? Hey, they really just hit me, though. For what, though? Y'all beating on my window and stuff like that, gang? I'm chilling, though. I ain't be disrespectful to nobody, though. Like, hey.
Keep your window down.
All right. Now, I know some of us have seen the video. I know I watched the whole video, and I think the video was like 34 minutes. And I know this was just maybe 2 minutes of the whole incident. But watching this incident, I'm gonna give you my thoughts. Just this part of it. He should have let his window down. That was his fault. In that sense, in that regard, he was in the wrong. Your windows are tinted, for one. And I know in Florida I don't think that they have a tint law there. And I also know that even if they did have a tint law, celebrities, they're the only ones that's able to have their windows tinted that dark. But still, with his windows tinted, the cop asked him to leave the window down. I mean, and basically for me, I think that's just for his safety, because he don't know what he's doing. He don't know if he's going to come back to the car and he got a gun pointed out the window. So for his safety, that's what he should have done. Now, do I think that the other cop was a little bit aggressive? Yes, he was. He was aggressive. And from the many reports in the media, they're saying that he's had over 20 violations of being too aggressive. And I don't understand why are we still having officers on these jobs who've had all of these complaints. That's just my thoughts on it. He was in the wrong. The cop was in the wrong. The second cop was in the wrong. So what do you think? Anybody else? What do y'all think about it?
I was going to let everybody get their shot in. You really want to say something? Okay. Everybody. Listen, I agree with you the most part of it. But, arrogance runs on people. When you have power, you seem to be more arrogant. Tyrese. He had, to me, I hear the arrogance in him, and I agree with you saying. But to me, if it was anyone else, who wouldn't have done all that? Put you what you wouldn't have done, because too many black men been shot, killed on simple, small things. And I look at the cop that you said that had all those charges. When they get that power, he was pissed off because he felt like, you overpowering me. I'm in charge of you. You do what I tell you to do. But when you got money and the arrogance and the celebrities, I've seen celebrities. They get arrogance, a lot of them. They got a lot of good celebrities, man. This is kind. And a few cops. I've dealt with some cops. It was pretty cool because I got pulled over one time, and I don't even drink. And I just couldn't see the lines. And then I got off a little rough, and it didn't happen too far from here. And he said, hey, you didn't see the light? I said, no, I didn't. It's dark. He said, well, how much you have to drink? I don't even drink. I said, listen, I apologize. I'm a little rough. I came out wrong, so I don't drink. I didn't see the line. As you can see, the lights, it's right here, it's dark. And I stuck my hand out. I stuck my hand in. He shook my hand. And that was the end of that. So we both went home that night. So what I'm saying to you, everybody push the core. It's going to be 50 say he was right, 50 say he wasn't right. And the cop that had all those charges, it was a time. That person was eventually going to kill somebody one day. Because when you get that power, when I'm in charge of you. You do what I say because I got this badge. But what does a badge mean this day? So that's my take on the thing. I think mostly he initiated it because he could at least put the windows down and say, look, I apologize. I was speeding. And then he complained and talked about he had a show interview, and they asked him about it. He was arrogant. He couldn't look at the guy in the face. He said, well, I want to lose his job. I want to lose his job. He probably did need to lose it. But when you got millions of dollars, we can't say that right now. We got to be at our job the next day. So that's just my take up on it. I think it's a 50-50, but I think he initiated. He could at least just dealt with it and, play his game that day.
Yeah, I agree. What's your take, King D?
Yeah.
Well,
I just
King
think hindsight is 20/20. He know that he started off on the wrong foot. You know what I'm saying? You're going to start the way you finish. How many you going to finish the way you start? So it was like he started off ignorant, said, what you beating on my window for, instead of like just handing him his license and shutting up for a second. Let him do his job, say what he got to say, and keep it moving. All the extra stuff is like, man, listen, you ain't got to do it. Not right now, at least. I'm trying to get to my job, do what I got to do. And in different situations, you can do what you want to do. But at this situation, you about to go play football. You got to go please millions of fans, man. Just take what you need and keep it sliding. All the extra stuff wasn't needed as far as the cop. The second one came up. He was out of pocket. I'm going to break your window. You know you're not about to break my window, so what you even going to say that for? Like you said, then it's a lot of things that led up to it. When they say get out the car, we could say that now because we're in the situation, because we all been there where it's like, well, you want to make me get out. If you want me to get out the car, it was like, we all been on both sides on the field, but it's like, man, just get it out the way so you go do your job and go home, man. Like it wasn't worth it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it wasn't worth it. You just wanted that reaction. That's all.
Yeah. Well, for me, I think he was Tyreek should have where he came off was wrong. Definitely I feel he could have addressed the officers a little better than what he had done. But at the same token, the officers could have been more professional too. About their job and about their career. If it's a speeding ticket, I mean, come on, it's a speeding ticket. You ask for the driver's license and proof of insurance. I'm pretty sure they ran his tag. I'm pretty sure they knew it was Tyreek Hill that they had pulled over. I'm pretty sure of that.
Well,
and I mean, I don't think that they was actually in fear of their life from a professional football player that's headed to the stadium, that's right outside the stadium, that's about to go play a game, But at the same token, it's just, it's sad that, we living in this day and time that, a lot of people got a lot of chips on their shoulders, and people, you never know how you're going to rub somebody. You can rub somebody the wrong way. They get out the bed the wrong side one day, and you might say something that offend that person or vice versa. So, it was sad the way it all played out, but at the same token, I didn't feel it was necessary to snatch him out the car and handcuff him and throw him down and be all aggressive with him, because if he would have got aggressive back, it could have ended up, bad for him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because all the aggression is the thing that I frown upon.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these cops, they feel that they have a badge, they have that authority, and they abuse it, flat out. A lot of them just abuse it, and basically, I can go into a whole long issue and details on, how the whole system is fraudulent, but I'm not going to do that today. But at the same token, we just got to learn how to, respect each other. That's what it all comes down to for me. Just respecting, you give what you want back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you can't respect, another man, then you gotta accept what you get back.
Well, getting back to you said that you believe that they knew who he was. Like I said, for me watching the whole video, he was pulled over by some motorcycle cops that was on bikes. So I think most of the time they don't run, they just pull you over and then they call everything in to see, once they get your license, to see exactly who this person is, see if they have any warrants or anything. But even still, even through watching the whole video, they still didn't know who he was. And in his press conference after the game that day, he said, what if I wasn't Tyreek Hill? Well, sir, you are Tyreek Hill. You should have been, this is one of those times where you should have been the example of how to really do a police stop. After seeing all of these, everything on the news, after seeing everybody getting killed during traffic stops, you should have been a perfect example of how a traffic stop should have went. You should have just let your windows down, gave him your license.
And especially if he was in the wrong, I can see that, because, but like you said, when you have these stars out here, doing these things, they do get arrogant. They do get cocky.
Because you got to think, at the end of the day, he's not a criminal. People that's really criminals that's had day-to-day interaction with police, man, we ain't got time for that, man. Yo, take this and I'm going to shut up and leave, because if one of the homies was in the car that actually, we're like, yo, shut up. Yo, that just give them the ID, keep it moving, man. You don't want to see all that, man. Like, you in the way, just keep it moving. But people that's not criminals, they don't have no worry about going to jail, they want to be ignorant to the cops because that's a get-off to him. Like, I'm going to be rude to him because he can't do nothing anyway. I ain't going to jail. I'm just going to say what I got to say. And ain't nothing gonna happen. But a person that been in and out of the system their whole life, they ain't like, man, listen, you got it. I know what you're capable of. I know what this is gonna end. Like I said, for him, he ain't got to worry about that. He got the money to pay for a lawyer and all that. So his thought process, man, I can say what I want to say, and whatever happens, I got the money to fix it. But somebody that just came home from jail, he got pulled over for a speeding ticket, man, you gonna be, here you go. That's it, and peeling off. Well, not because we ain't got time for that right now.
That's it.
Yeah. If you under this corporation, you do gotta, you gotta follow the corporation's rules. The laws and the rules that you applied for. But like you say, you got other situations that could have happened. I feel that Tyreek definitely was out of bounds.
Yeah.
Right.
With his
now
comment.
The officer. The second officer, his name is Danny Torres. Right now, he's on administrative leave. So he's not fired. He's on administrative leave. But again, he's had over 20 complaints of abusive force. the question is, why do they keep allowing this type of behavior and keep letting people with this type of behavior stay on the force?
Yeah, but who put the complaints in, though, is the question. Like I said, was it regular people, Karens, or was it people that's criminal? They just want to file a complaint just to get you in trouble. Well, do we know the details of it? Because end of the day, none of that stuff really matters. He's still in the force. He's still in the force. Like you were saying, I just think we just need more brothers as police officers, because police is really needed, and we not interact with each other. And if people grew up in the same neighborhoods we grew up in, they shouldn't be scared of us, because they really scared of us a lot of times. So it was like, if you got a brother grew up in the neighborhood, man, he know you want to protect the community. We're not, and he knew, like, man, I ain't worried about that. Yo, just keep it moving. You say that, okay, that's cool. Here go your ticket, and get up out the face, keep it sliding. But it's like, man, I be seeing police officers, they just look physically unimposing. Like, man, what you a cop for? Like, you frail.
But see, I gotta disagree with you, because
Suspended 6 times? That's crazy.
And suspended 6 times. So
20 complaints and suspended 6 times.
Yeah,
see, I gotta disagree with you, because when you say more black, there was I think it was San Francisco. It was 5-6 black officers killed this young guy. They beat him so bad, senseless, and he died. And then I think right now, all of them prosecuted. Yeah, I think the trial was over.
Yeah.
Some said for years.
In Baltimore and all that,
But some about brothers, it seemed like they act like they're some overseers or sometime. I'm not saying all, but it's like, well, hey, we the cops. I said, wait a minute, dude. We got the same skin, man. I mean, give me a break, man. I'm only doing this. Shut up. When somebody talk to you like you're a child and you're a grown man and you're older than half of them.
Yeah.
Shut up. Like, shut up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so I second that, King Raph. Most definitely, you definitely have black cops that still walk around with a chip on their shoulder too. And at the end of the day, we all need a class on just respect.
Yeah, that's all it boils down to.
That's what it boils down to.
That's it.
Respect. If you can respect, you put out what you want back.
Right.
It's real simple. But, with 20, you said 20
complaints
and
6 suspensions.
That force should have probably already have fired that guy. But like you said, it's hard to find police, people that want to police our communities. And at the same time, hey, they stick together.
And
it's a gang.
It's a gang.
It's anything, just like the military, they're gonna stick together. People from the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I'm riding with y'all. It's us against them.
Yeah, but I guess the take on that is somewhere down the line, somebody has to stand up.
Yeah.
Somebody has to stand up and say, hey, you're not doing this job correctly.
Right.
And you're making it look bad for all of us.
Well, just they got a no snitch clause just like we do in the streets. Okay? So it's no different.
Yeah.
They tell us to snitch, but they don't snitch on each other as well. But so at the same time, you got to understand, what we dealing with and who we dealing with. This is, this been going on for a long time.
Yeah.
This ain't Johnny come early. This Johnny come lately. Been here. So, it's just sad that what a lot of communities have done though to stop that from happening. Officers, having repeat offenses like that, they have a civilian review board. You see what I'm saying? Where it's based of the community, people out of the community, and they go over those complaints and they go over those infractions that these officers have and apply pressure to the force. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know if Florida have a civilian review board to where as though in that community, they can, it checks and balances, right? So a lot of places do, some places don't.
Yeah, I ain't know that, but sorry to cut you off, but on the review board for the community review board, how can the community get a review when they don't know who policing them?
Well, they can request the documents. What officers has been, had complaints or been, suspended, and and they can get a whole list of what that whole, police forces and officers have, done the whole prior year.
But I don't know who we fooling here. Come on. if anybody did a review on all the policemen at the department, you're gonna find a lot of things they have done. And let's say it like it is. I know one particular player played for the Saints one time. He's from Sacramento. He went to Grant High School because I used to live in Sacramento. The guy, he was a wide receiver for the Saints, and he went to another team. He killed 2 people. And what he did, he didn't even go to jail. A lot of celebrities, they get away with things, kill people, they got money, lawsuits. I mean, it's on both sides. Power, money, is respect. I mean, I think, if I'm not mistaken, with those girls, TLC, the girl before she got killed, I believe she killed somebody by accident and got paid the family a couple of dollars. I think she got in an accident herself. So the thing about it is, nobody want to do the background. They just look at him as officer, but you don't know that person's story. Just because you see him walking with that badge with his glory, but nobody knows his story because I drove trucks. I never forgot the cop knocked on my door one day, and I was just drinking a bottle of water, and he knocked on my door. He got a gun in my face. And I'm like, I had brought my daughter to school, and I'm like, what the hell? What's going on? And he said, is that your car? And I said, yeah. They had 3 detectives in suits, walking around my vehicle looking like from shot, like bullet holes or something. And I said, what's going on? He said, well, it was a bank robbery, and your car fit the identity. I said, what? So he said, well, can I come in? Now, not thinking I have rights. I'm like, yeah. He goes in my house. Then he say something stupid coming out. Talking about, I like the wall painting. And then I was cool with somebody on the radio station here. I told them what happened. They told me, you have rights. When you're in a situation, you don't think when somebody got a gun in your face. One move. What if I slammed the door and he shot me in the face? See, we don't know until we in those shoes. Nobody know what they're going to do. But I do know they're wrong. They're arrogant entertainers, sports players, arrogant cops. When you think you got it going on, you got that little money, you can get out of trouble than the next person. So I just look at it like this. This is one of those senseless things. I believe Tyreek Hill, he should have been smarter. I mean, that's not showing young kids looking up at him. I'm going to do like Tyreek. I'm going to let him know I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? Really? Come on, dude. Right. We got too many young folks looking up. So that's my take on it.
Well, and I agree. I mean, he didn't set a good example. Yeah. I mean, and then the funny part about it, he scored a touchdown that day, and then he did a celebration dance with him in handcuffs. So it's like, really? So now it's like handcuffs. He had his arms behind his back. Oh. So it's like, really now you're. And then he's in that same press conference. He said he wants to be a cop one day. Yeah, and he respect the police, but you didn't show you didn't show any respect. And like I said, the whole video, you're still talking. Now, so be it. The cops that at one point that cop was wrong, but guess what? It didn't even have to go that way.
It
didn't even have to go that way.
Mm-hmm. And that's what hindsight is 2020. That's the way he chose to go that route that day, and that's what happens. Yeah.
So is any young people looking on? Let me tell you something. I might not know you, but I want you to know. I want you to live. I mean, everybody have itchy fingers when you don't even have a gun, and everybody assume you have something. So don't try to be cocky, strong. Let the window down. Yes, officer. Yes, sir. No, sir. Even though you may be older than them. And then let them in the end what they look like, stupid in the end. But eventually they're going to get caught what they're doing. I'll see a lot of cops get caught. Just like celebrities screw up. So Tyreek, you're not going to make that money all the time. But be humble yourself, man. And realize any day, any time, you can hurt yourself playing football and never play again. Yeah. And that is not even called for what you're doing. So I think you should go, hey, get on the press conference and tell kids what you should and should not do. And that's my take.
It's the same thing, like so my man talking about respect, because like say that situation's over with, he disrespected the police officer or vice versa, whatever. There's gonna be a point in time where you bump into the police officer again outside the uniform. You may need some help. He may say, man, I don't care nothing about him. whatever. He disrespectful. Keep it moving, like he said.
Exactly.
So it's like, man, everything like come back around 360, man. You may not have to like the police. Like, I don't care nothing about these dudes, man. But it's like, end of the day, I'm gonna respect you, because if I'm a criminal, like you said, end of the day, I know what I done did. I know I'm about to go to jail for this and this. Or if I know, like you said, if I'm not a criminal, I know I can show him respect, because I may potentially need this folk one day. Will not, so it was like to come save me, but I want to be disrespectful. They don't want to help you. But they're gonna give you the least amount of help as possible.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So I mean, this is another example of a lesson that need to be taught to the younger generation, because hey, when you get pulled over by the police, just let all your windows down. I let all mine down. I mean, that's because you're gonna have full view of what's in the car. That don't mean you get a chance to search it. You get to see. Now, and so you won't be scared, and I won't be scared.
Ain't nothing to be scared of.
I'm just saying, because you have those. Some cops have the trigger finger because they're scared.
Exactly.
They're scared. So I'm letting you know you good.
Yeah.
So
trust and believe. Being a cop ain't the easiest job probably today. I mean, trust me, I get it. With the cops, that's a little, I would say itchy. But you got to understand too, that's the job that you signed up for, and you gotta just be careful, and everybody got to be careful, and it's just like you said, show respect.
Yep. Any other than that, do we have any other final thoughts?
I think respect, at the end of the day, that's what it is. Everybody need to show some respect. Everybody want to be disrespectful nowadays. Everybody want to be tougher than the next person, man. Show some respect and just keep it moving, man. Like, ain't no need for the extra stuff.
Okay.
My thing is, on my take on it, Tyreek Hill would be glad he alive, because it could have really got worse. That's all I got to say. Be careful out there.
All right. You have any other final thoughts?
My thing, same difference, man. Hey, just just be mindful of what y'all doing out here, man. And like you say, it's all about, man, treating others as you want to be treated. It don't take a rocket science to figure out how you want to be treated.
That's it. Well, we want to thank King Kyle for joining us today and giving us his perspective, and we thank everyone for viewing in. And we'll see everyone next week. Thank you for joining.
Man, what they gonna do with this black on black crime, man? I'm sick of this. Thank you for watching another edition of Talk Show Kings on TV 1061. We'll be seeing you soon.